It's a parasite.
Oh.
Hey, welcome back to our Stupid Reactions Units. This is Corbin.
This is Rick.
And this is a movie review on 2.0.
Dun 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 dun.
And some of you might have seen this, might have not. This will be a mostly non-spoiler, probably. Or
Yeah, we can't predict that. All we know is that you probably shouldn't watch one of our reviews unless you've seen the film.
Yeah.
What do we want to do?
Try to make it mostly non-spoiler.
We'll do our best not to spoil you.
But
How's that?
if we get into that territory where we want to talk about something, then we can.
We'll give you a warning.
We'll try. So go see this film if you haven't seen it.
There you go.
That was our review. But just read the synopsis for me real quick.
The synopsis is, all unemployed, Kitiak and his family take peculiar interest in the wealthy and glamorous parks as they ingratiate themselves into their lives and get entangled in an unexpected incident. That's a great synopsis to not give anything away.
Because a lot happens in this.
A lot happens.
A lot happens. Directed by...
Bong Joon-ho, which I've heard from people who know this director that basically everything that's ever been done is worth watching.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
And he wrote it as well.
Correct.
And it's starring...
Kang Ho-sung, Sun Kyun Lee, Yeo Jong-jo, Woo Sik Choi, and Sodam Park, and Jeong Eun Lee, among others.
Yes.
Those are the primary players, it seems.
And this is a film about basically almost the class wars, basically.
Yeah.
Essentially.
Yeah.
And I thought that was an interesting juxtaposition.
A juxtaposition, yes. I actually am on here because I'm looking at what I wrote about it when I posted on Instagram. There we go. I'll read it in a second.
A comedy, drama, thriller. I really enjoyed this film.
I did too.
A lot.
Worth all the accolades as far as I'm concerned.
I'm not sure if I would put it at best film of the year, but I could have that. I could be up for debate. It's just I really enjoyed this film. Maybe I got too much hype around it because I heard everybody was like best film of the year, best film of the year.
Yeah,
best film of the
I
year.
agree.
And when I was like, oh, that was really good. I haven't seen everything yet, so the jury's still out. It is one of the best of the year.
Yeah,
I agree, and it deserves to be nominated for Best Picture and all that stuff. And I'm glad.
The conversation.
I'm glad foreign films are actually being considered just like any film made in Hollywood.
Yep.
Up for because that's how it should be.
Yep.
But yeah, what were your initial?
Well, my synopsis that I posted on Instagram was that with a Jordan Peele-esque kind of cinematic intelligence quotient, Parasite is a deliciously weird, overtly subversive metaphor about the universal and perpetual struggles of the classes. Fully deserving of the accolades being showered upon it, a film smart enough to be thoroughly enjoyed, yet completely misunderstood and uninterpreted by the very people it cinematically eviscerates.
Don't talk about eviscerating people.
You know what it reminded me of, in the Jordan-esque kind of way, though it's not a Jordan Peele. It's the three most intelligent movies I've seen this year. I think you'll agree with me. Are Parasite, Joker, and Us.
I'd have to think about that.
As far as
those were all very intelligent.
Very intelligent. Between the two, Us hits a little closer to home for me, but I thoroughly enjoyed this movie, and it didn't disappoint. I knew going in, it was like, this is going to be, this takes a weird and wacky turn. You're kind of waiting for it. If you didn't know that this takes a weird and wacky turn, that shock value would be pretty awesome. Mm-hmm. If you just thought what you were watching for the first hour was what you're going to get, and where it goes in the second half.
Yeah, the only issue I would have in terms of putting it at best is I wasn't as surprised or by anything in it as I thought I was going to be.
I as far as like, wow, shock value.
Yeah, because like in terms of like stuff with like Get Out and Us
or Us. No, I agree.
That's such a unique thing.
Agree.
This, I feel, even though it was very good and it was very well done, and I was laughing throughout this whole thing because it was such a dark thing that was going on, and I thought it was hilarious.
And really some just screaming funny moments in the lines. Screaming funny moments.
Yeah. And I thought the message it was sending about the class wars. Somebody pointed out that one of the times in the class wars, like this one family, the upper class family, is enjoying this thunderstorm from their chairs or their sofa, and it's so beautiful. The same thunderstorm is flooding these other people's houses.
Exactly.
I thought that was really cool.
I thought it was also it depicts. I felt very clearly. Again, a little spoiler, but
I apologize.
It depicts very clearly, but in even subtler ways for the wealthy people, how wealthy, even if they're best intended, have some blindness and some prejudices toward the lower classes that they don't even realize it, even if they try. And then on the other end of the spectrum, the very ones that the lower class won't wish they were, they actually detest. And how they're in different classes in financial strata, but they're dealing with the exact same issues.
Yeah, and you definitely felt for the father at times a lot, and you felt bad for him with, I don't want to give anything away, but certain things that, he had to,
The premise is great.
Yeah, and
it's so funny in some
that
spots.
whole scene as well was so uncomfortable for multiple
Toward the
reasons.
end? Which one?
And they were under the
yeah.
That was so uncomfortable for numerous reasons that if you've seen it.
If you've seen the film, you know what I mean when I say clockwise.
Yeah. Buy me drugs. But it was, I think, really smart in that aspect. I don't know if I enjoyed the end as much.
I was just thinking that, and I did. I liked that.
I liked it better than I was liking it before they revealed what actually happened, because when he revealed and it looked like he was just spoiler. Sorry.
Yeah, go. If you haven't seen it now's the time to leave.
Just go away.
Okay.
At the point where he went back to the house and he was buying the house and he came out.
Yeah.
And that I was like, I don't like that.
Really? I did. You know why I liked it?
But then they revealed that that's not actually what actually happened. That was his dream of what was
that was his dream of what would happen. But I liked it because it conveyed the sense of, wow, you really feel you're really imprisoned to the idea that you can't get what you want until you get what you want. Really? He couldn't get out, and he couldn't get him out until he got the house. There were other solutions to that problem.
Yeah.
But because he's so idolizing that class and that wealth, they really saw no other option. I don't get out until I get out, which is this oxymoron.
Yeah.
Another moment that I just thought was, as the director, I thought was so hysterical, but it's gruesome. I love that there was no cutaway or anything when the guy comes out with the rock in his hand and just hits him on the head with it right in front of you, and it looks like he really did it.
Well, that whole scene was genius. The outside scene. That one. But then when he comes outside and then the killings just start happening.
Killing spree.
And the dad just stabs the guy, and I'm like, oh!
It's so good.
So that whole thing was interesting. I thought that.
But he's doing the Morse code so hard, he's bleeding. His face is bleeding.
Yeah, there was lots of really hilariously funny moments that I really, really, really enjoyed.
Micah would like this movie.
Yeah.
This is up his alley.
Honestly, I think anybody would like this movie. It's an entertaining flick. The aspect, maybe I'm comparing it too much of because I think I just got too much hype behind it, thinking it was going to be another Get Out.
Right.
And I don't put it on that level.
I don't, or even Us. I think Us is an even deeper, impactful film. But this too, I think this movie has with it, like with Us, we said this when we saw Us, the very people who need to see this not only wouldn't, but if they did, I don't know that they'd understand the metaphor.
Yeah.
Which is what's so sad oftentimes. It's this kind of change that you want to see happen in society, where a film like this makes a statement and says, here's what's wrong about society, we need to change it. The current society is typically tone deaf to it and can't see it because it's too close to home.
Yeah.
It'll take a couple of generations to actually start to implement the kinds of stuff they're pointing out as the ridiculousness of the classes and the problem of the economic differences. It's really smart, but I agree. I had I mean, what I was hearing about it was this is one of the greatest motion pictures ever made.
Yeah.
And it's not.
Yeah, I think
It's it's great. It's one of the best of the year.
I think if I saw it and I didn't know anything about it, I would have liked
Much
it
better.
a lot more.
Me too.
And I think that's, that's what happens when a film gets hyped
Yep.
a lot. Is
Yeah.
that
But again, I agree. It's worthy. If it was nominated in a 10-picture category we've got now,
It
wouldn't
deserves
bother me
it.
at all. It deserves it.
It's definitely, I mean,
one of the best of the year.
I'm still in the process of seeing. We have a bunch of SAG screeners. It's definitely, I think, currently in the top 5. I could be totally wrong. I haven't put it out yet.
But if the Academy were to nominate this and not nominate us, I'd be upset. I'd be very upset
I don't
about
think
that.
they're going to nominate us.
If they're going to nominate this, they should absolutely nominate us.
I don't think it will. I think it came out too far off.
Yeah, but that's when Get Out came out.
Get Out's a better film, though.
I think Us is a better film. I think Get Out is more entertaining and more accessible. I think Us is smarter.
Nah, doesn't make it a better film though. Yeah, that's not what this
Exactly.
is about. But
We
anyway,
liked this movie.
I agree. They both should be nominated, but I don't think Us will be, because it came out too long
may not
ago.
be.
I think people forgot about it.
This will be there might be a surprise for some folks to find an acting nom coming in here
For which one?
for Parasite.
For who though? Which actress?
There
There's a lot of good ones.
There were, but the wife, the mom, the housekeeping mom,
Of the poor family?
yeah.
The mom of that family?
But either one, the mom of the wealthy family and the mom of the either one of those ladies, it would not surprise me if they got a supporting nom by the Academy.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Let us
We
know what you
shall
thought of it
see.
down below.